So hopefully composite functions are making sense to you so far. And now we're going to look at composing the functions that we were just looking at, but leaving it in terms of x. So not plugging a number in, okay, but creating a new function by function composition. So we're going to start with these same two functions. So the functions we had were f of x equals 2x squared minus 3, and I'm going to write that always in blue. And g of x is equal to 4x, and I'm always going to write that in pink. So what we're going to look for is the f of g of x, and then we'll also switch that around, okay? So the f of g of x, so the only difference between the ones we already did in the last video and this one is that instead of a number here, we're just going to keep it in terms of x. So remember that if you don't have the nested notation, you may want to write that, okay? So the f of g of x, and then let's see how that works. So the f of g of x, that means the g of x is what we plug in, and that is 4x, okay? And we have the f out here. So now it looks like we're doing the f of 4x, okay? That means plug the 4x in for x in the f function, okay? So that is 2 times, and then see, it's x squared. So this is 4x. Oh, this is where the pink should have been, right? Let me put that back in, 4x. But I'm putting it into the f function, so then I'm squaring it minus 3. This is really where the colors really could help. So see how I'm putting the g function into the f function. Okay, so the f function is this blue outer part, the outer function, and the g function is the inner function. Okay, now I'm going to simplify, and so it can be the new function, so I'm going to write that one in black. Okay, so I have 2 times 4x squared, that is 16x squared minus 3, and then 2 times 16 is 32x squared minus 3. So this is my new function that I created. Let's do the other direction. So let's do the g of f of x. Okay, the g of f of x. So first that would be the g of f of x in nested form. And then let's get those colors going. So the inside function is f of x. So we're doing 2x squared minus 3. We're plugging that into the g function. Okay, so in the g function, that's just 4 times x. So 4 times this stuff, 2x squared minus 3. Okay, this is that important step to understand, right? This is the f function plugged into the g function. All right, then we could simplify that a little bit. It's 4 times both these numbers, so that's 8x squared minus 12. Fantastic. Okay, now just to make sure we've got it, I think maybe let's just do the f of f and the g of g, because I mean, those are kind of fun, right? And certainly we need to understand them. Oh, I wish I could see the functions. Maybe I can go over to the side here. Yeah, get a little more space. Okay, so back to black, and let's do the f of x. Okay, so rewrite as the f of x. Ooh, this is going to be a tricky one, I think. So that's in blue. We're going to do the f of 2x squared minus 3. Okay, that means for x in here, we have to plug in 2x squared minus 3. So that's 2 times 2x squared minus 3, and then minus 3. Okay, there's no colors here to help us because this is the f function and we're plugging it into the f function. Okay, it's almost meta, right? So now just multiply. So it's just 2 times these things. Oh, Oh, I missed something. You should stop me and tell me. Just kidding. If you were in class, you might ask. It's actually 2x squared minus 3, isn't it? So I should have had a squared there. I knew it was going to be trickier than that. Okay, so to simplify, remember, I'm going to have to FOIL this and then multiply by 2 and then subtract 3. So it's a little bit more work. All right, so let me just FOIL this. 2x squared times 2x squared is 4x to the 4th. The outer terms would be 2x squared times negative 3, so negative 6x squared, and then another negative 6x squared. And then this would be negative 3 times negative 3, so plus 9. And then we still have minus 3, that's this minus 3 right here. Okay, so let's multiply by 2. That's 8x to the 4th. These two combine to be negative 12x squared, and I'm going to multiply that by 2. So negative 24x squared. And then 2 times 9 is 18. Subtract 3. All right, so final step, 8x to the 4th minus 24x squared, and then plus 15 total. Okay, I told you that was going to be kind of a difficult one. I don't think the g of x is quite as bad. So let's do that one, okay? So the g of x. So I'm going into pink here, right? That would be the g of x is 4x. Okay, so just doing the g of 4x. So that's 4 times 4x. Yay, 16x, and we're done.